in her HUD before sliding open the visor of her helmet. She drew in a slow inhale of the warm, salty air. It wasn't every day they were deployed in breathable atmosphere, and she couldn't remember the last time she'd smelled an ocean. "Atmos clear, guys." Harlan slid his visor open and sucked in a long breath through his nose. Isn't it nice when a planet's not trying to kill us? Not yet, anyway. McGowan and Booker opened their visors as well. Adriene shouldered her own pack and let Booker lead the way north along the edge of the cliff. The breeze off the sea cooled with the waning sunlight as they descended along a steep game trail, worn into the landscape by some manner of vertically accomplished fauna. "So, roads," Booker said. "What are we thinking?" Harlan lifted his chin and sniffed the air deeply. "I'll give it an 8.5. "That high?" Booker asked, skeptical. "I'm pegging it at a 6. McGowan perked up, her voice crisp over comms. "Preliminary reports do support the likelihood of a high viability rating." "I wouldn't put too much stock in the reports," Adriene warned. "Their survey was scant at best." Harlan sighed. "Seems to be the case more often than not these days, huh?" Adriene grunted her agreement. "Guess we'll leave it up to good old Cobkit to decide." Booker thwacked the large pack on Harlan's back, causing Harlan to stumble slightly. Harlan glowered, but kept walking. Half an hour later, the cliffside path ended abruptly in an over 2-meter drop to the sandy shore. Booker and McGowan hopped down first, then Harlan slid the Cobkit off his back and passed it down to Booker. Harlan leapt off the edge, landing with a grunt. "They couldn't have dropped us a little closer?" McGowan replied, "Radiological signature's too easy to trace. A cob's only good to us if we can keep it from the scrap heaps." Harlan hefted the bag onto his back again. "Sure, but intel says we're by our lonesome, yeah?" Booker scoffed. "A mechan-free system in this sector? I'm not buying it." Harlan gave a soft grumble of acquiescence. "Maybe not. Doesn't mean they're hanging around on this deserted rock, though." Adriene slid off the ledge and landed beside them. "Keep comms clear, guys." "Sorry, boss." Booker pulled a laminated sheet of paper from his utility belt, turning to get his bearings. 18 degrees, 1.67 clicks. "Copy," Adriene said. "Lead the way, Private." Booker tucked the sheet away, then started along the narrow shore at the foot of the cliff. They remained quiet as they found their footing on the rocky beach, strewn with pools of glassy water that teemed with variegated marine life. Thick strands of latticed, coral-like invertebrates covered the reef, their orange and lime-green bioluminescence already visible in the dwindling daylight. A trio of flat, fish-like fauna skimmed the surface, staining the glowing display like drifting sunspots. Adriene's chapped lips had just started to go numb when her suit beeped a warning. She checked the flashing atmos sensor on the arm of her hardsuit. "Temps dropping, seal up," she ordered. She waited for the distinctive hiss of 3 visors closing before she sealed her own. "Nice while it lasted," Harlan's resigned tone mumbled over comms. 20 minutes later, they rounded a corner into a large cove. A wide basalt cliff face sat 100 meters back from the shore, covered with a mask of corroded scaffolding, the framework of some ancient sentry post. Adriene spotted a single, narrow entrance, barely visible between 2 vertical striations of dark stone. Booker came to a stop. "This is it, sir." Adriene glanced back. "Mac, any other entrances?" "Not according to survey," McGowan said, "but the basalt doesn't always make for the most accurate readings." "All right, drop a patrol beacon at the threshold." Harlan nodded. "You got it, sir. Otherwise, we stay dark." Adriene opened the control panel on her arm and switched off her hardsuit's master controls. "No tech, except comms and overwatch till we've cleared the interior." "Powering down," Harlan said, and the others echoed him. The few dim lights on the exterior of their hardsuits faded away. "And don't forget mods," Adriene said. Booker grumbled something unintelligible but distinctly sullen, then turned off the targeting unit on the side of his rifle. Adriene hauled the heavy coilgun rifle off her back and did the same. She checked the charge on the weapon, then shouldered it and led the way to the cave's entrance. The interior wasn't nearly as imposing as the facade had suggested. The single entrance tunnel branched off every